Hello and welcome to the Sideboard. I am Ruben Bressler and I'm joined by our sales lead here in San Diego, Gail, Senatore.
Hey everyone.
You've got the news from the booth.
I do.
And so one of the interesting things to me was that yesterday people weren't buying as much standard as they usually do. Everyone was already prepared with their standard decks. And
which is lovely.
Which is excellent because you don't have to show up in the morning and scramble. People were way more focused on building legacy.
Yes.
And there were some interesting ones in Legacy to me. The first one is that you're out of Wirewood Symbiote.
Yes, I sold the last one maybe an hour ago. The last one, but all the ones that we brought for the weekend pretty much sold yesterday.
Right, and so popularity of elves last week in Denver and in Columbus, both panning out here. Another one that was a little bit interesting to me is Vexing Shusher. Is that one sold out?
It's not sold out as of yet, but it's been a pretty good seller today.
It's a nice green Sun Zenith target for elves and for other decks as well as burn. You're also low on Glimpse of Natures, and Horizon Canopies. Lots of elves things doing well. Another one that was interesting to me is you're doing pretty good with affinity stuff.
Yep.
Master of Ethereum and Arcbound Ravager, both out.
Well, not out.
Out, not out. Okay.
But it's very, very, very low
Just
numbers.
very low.
At least, anywhere between 1 and 4 left in the case.
So that one's picking up in popularity, possibly as a modern thing, or I haven't really seen it in Legacy.
People either were buying for Legacy or they were buying for Modern yesterday.
Right.
Because I think some people were looking for more modern staples, which we don't have incorporated into the showcase yet.
Right.
If we are, I don't know.
Star City comes out to the West Coast less often, and so when we're out here, people want to pick up everything. And so I also see
cards. I want them.
Yeah, Splinter Twins on the list, for example, things like that.
Yep.
So the other interesting one to me is Patrick Sullivan will like this. A lot of red cards.
Oh yes.
Legacy.
Yes.
We got a nice little list of red cards that are low or out: Chain Lightning, Fire Blast, Flame Rift, Grim Lavamancer, Rough Tumble, which is a sideboard card for Rug Delver, so it's slightly different. Smash to Smithereens and Sulfuric Vortex. In addition to Vexing Shusher. So lots of people playing Burn as a reaction to the Bug decks and the Jund decks becoming popular. If you're playing Dark Confidants, Price to Progress is pretty good against you.
Although we haven't sold that many Price to Progress, so either everybody has them already, or they're trying something different.
I see. Well, maybe in a couple weeks they'll get Boros Charm.
Yeah.
So what other notes do you have?
Well, somebody came up to the booth this morning, right before the registration ended. So the last 5 minutes before registration, and I pretty much sold them an entire lands deck.
Wow.
Minus the Riftstone portal. We don't have that in the show stock apparently.
So we don't have Riftstone portal in the show stock. Darn.
It might get added just because of this.
Just because you need one, just in case.
Everyone needs one.
Lands is not exactly a deck that you just show up on a whim and buy. That's a pretty big one. So that's fun. And anything else fun and interesting? No?
Not particularly.
All right. Well, I mean, it's a little bit interesting that we've been selling way more Legacy stuff to me.
Yeah.
I think that's just a product of not coming out to the West Coast as often.
Wait, I actually do. Out of the standard box, Pyre Heart Wolf and Reckless Waif.
Right.
Almost out.
Mono Red also
those.
picking up. It is top 8 at the Grand Prix in Atlantic City. It did not, I don't believe, top 8 here, but it did top 8 last week in Columbus. It won last week in Columbus. That was the deck for that tournament. It had 4 copies in the top 32. So yeah, Pyre Heart Wolf, a very good way to deal with Thragtusk and Restoration Angel and things like that. So excellent. Thank you for joining me. We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to take a look at the Grand Prix Charlotte promo, and we'll be back for round 4 action here at Star City Games San Diego.
On February 22nd through 24th,